I think this is a little bit related to the question of surrender and maybe Allison's question too, but a while ago you had talked about different stages of love or surrender that is the teacher's first. The student loves the body, the teacher, and then the mind, I think you said that's almost impossible. And then the soul. So I just hoped you could talk a little bit more about those.
I don't know if this analogy will work or not, but imagine you go to, say, an Indian restaurant and you order chicken tikka masala and garlic naan and some rice. And it's great, it tastes delicious. And you keep going to the place. And after 5 years of going and eating chicken tikka masala every single night, you go to the owner and say, listen. And then every time you eat, there is this magic that happens to you. For the next hour or two, you just keep talking to your companion about how magical, inspired your taste buds were. They began to sing and dance, every single one of your taste buds, and you have 2 of them. And so you go to the owner and you say, do you think I can work in the kitchen? I really want to learn how chicken tikka masala is made, your style. And I'll remain a customer. I will never, you sign a form and you notarize it, just in case you don't show up, I'll sue you. And the problem with going to the back, into the kitchen, and learning how to make chicken tikka masala, you're not sitting at the table. No one is serving you. You're getting your hands dirty. And you're not eating a complete meal. You look at the powder, then you mix it with water, then you have to kind of blend it with something else, then you have to do this, and you have to do that. And then you begin to sweat. And then you begin to smell. With all their potent seasonings. And then you see the rat, dead in the corner of the kitchen. And then you see a mouse running around, That's how it is. Say really, and the truth is you have to tolerate all of that stuff. And then as you're sitting in the back, doing all the stuff, a couple of the other cooks are saying all these raunchy jokes, making stupid jokes, and you have to tolerate all of them. And then you burn yourself. And then you make mistakes. And the owner comes and slaps you and says, listen, this is costing me money. Are you that incompetent as a cook? What the hell is wrong with you? When you were sitting and people were serving you, you had respect. People would call you, yes ma'am, no ma'am, of course ma'am, I'm sorry ma'am, all that stuff. Now that you're in the back, no one cares who you are. They'll slap you, they'll push you around. And that's the difficulty of being in the kitchen and trying to learn how chicken tikka masala is made. And I suppose the soul is, you have sacrificed enough of your time and energy and physical resources to be in the kitchen where you have mastered cooking chicken tikka masala. But something amazing comes. You add a dash of your own seasonings to it, your own creativity to it. And that's how it is. Look, right now we just come here, we just talk. Wizard of Oz, where she thinks everything is magical until she pulls the curtain? Right now it may be great that you sit here and we can talk, but then you say, Amir, I really want to understand. Say, okay, let me make you understand this stuff then. And let's say you say, Amir, I really want to understand, say, the first two noble truths, suffering and desire. Well, the recipe is you have to go home and you have to look at attachment and desire and everything that they do within the context of your husband and your child. What do you think is going to happen to the emotion called love, care, compassion? You will be so detached from your family life. That's coming to love someone's mind. Where you have to dissect everything. And the truth is, you won't like most of the things that you see. All the blood and the guts. Because they have to stay with you. The idea of the unexamined life is not worth living. It's not the unexamined life within the context of romantic relationship. Your life as a student. All of life. What chance does life have to survive under the microscope of examination? Zero. It doesn't stand any chance. And so, you walk around knowing full well you can't love, you can't have a conversation, you're not really interested. Anyone who you talk to will always end in misunderstanding. Then you say, I'm also aware of my time, my energy. I'm only going to give it to, people who are worthy of them. What are you going to do? And then there is a physical aspect of it. You're made to be social, to be around people, to be looked at, to be liked, to be loved, to be touched. How do you get rid of all this stuff? I think one of the most important components that's missing in Muhammad, Jesus, Buddha, all these so-called saviors, some of the people who rioted on January 6th, they're now serving time. What they didn't realize is that Trump, like Jesus Christ, okay, he has nothing to lose. When Jesus says, Andrew, follow me. Okay, well, who is he following? A guy who's not married, a guy who's got no kids, a guy who's got no dad, no mom, no grandkids, a guy who's a nomad. Who's Andrew? A guy who's married with 25 kids, a mom, a dad, grandparents, a job. I think Jesus should have been a bit more honest, saying, Andrew, let me tell you, when I tell you follow me, I have nothing to lose, I'm speaking from a place of power. Power you don't have, and there's a great chance you will never have it. I am okay with just walking around ending up nowhere. You may not be okay, but you have to survive it if you want to follow me. You probably will never get a chance to see your wife again, or your kids. He doesn't tell any of those things to these people. They make Jesus and his teachings, or like Socrates, any good sage, you know what we have done to them is like we've made them into these, like Great America. It's filled with rides and they're enjoyable and they give you free popcorn. And just in case you get tired, they sit you on these chairs and the chairs massage you.